When we were in law school, there were no women judges. So the bench was not something to which women aspired unless you were a dreamer. People ask me, when would you be satisfied with the number of women on the court? When there are 9. For most of the country's history, they were all white men.
The announcement the President just made is significant, I believe, because it contributes to the end of the days when women, at least half the talent pool in our society, appear in high places only as one-at-a-time performers.
Here are the most important judges in the country, maybe the world. Instead of getting nervous, I had a sense of empowerment. I knew a lot more about gender discrimination than the 9 of them did.
In my lifetime, I expect to see 3, 4, perhaps even more women on the High Court bench, women not shaped from the same mold, but of different complexions.
It holds the most hope for the world. If countries allow women to do, as I said, whatever their God-given talent enables them to do, I think we will all be better off for it.
You recently became the first justice to officiate a gay marriage.
If 2 people love each other, why should the law put up a no sign? Restrictive abortion laws operate against poor women. The woman's right to choose for herself, to determine her life's course, her own destiny. If I am notorious, it is because for the first time in history, it became possible to urge before courts successfully to regard women as persons equal in stature to men. If I had any talent in the world, any talent that God could give me, I would be a great diva. I hope people will think of me as a good judge who tried with whatever ability I have to interpret the law wisely and to keep it in tune with the people that law exists or should exist to serve.
I stand before you today to fulfill one of my highest and most important duties under the United States Constitution, the nomination of a Supreme Court Justice. Today it is my honor to nominate one of our nation's most brilliant and gifted legal minds to the Supreme Court. She is a woman of unparalleled achievement, towering intellect, sterling credentials, and unyielding loyalty to the Constitution, Judge Amy Coney Barrett. For the last 3 years, Judge Barrett has served with immense distinction on the federal bench. Her family is a core part of who Amy is. She opened her home and her heart and adopted 2 beautiful children from Haiti. Her incredible bond with her youngest child, a son with Down syndrome, is a true inspiration. If confirmed, Justice Barrett will make history as the first mother of school-age children ever to serve on the U.S. Supreme Court. A very highly respected law professor at Notre Dame wrote to Justice Scalia with a one-sentence recommendation: Amy Coney is the best student I ever had. That's pretty good. This should be a straightforward and prompt confirmation. I'm sure it'll be extremely non-controversial. We said that the last time, didn't we?
I clerked for Justice Scalia more than 20 years ago, but the lessons I learned still resonate. His judicial philosophy is mine too. A judge must apply the law as written. Judges are not policymakers, and they must be resolute in setting aside any policy views they might hold. The President has asked me to become the 9th Justice, and as it happens, I'm used to being in a group of 9, my family. But this evening, I also want to acknowledge you, my fellow Americans. If confirmed, I would not assume that role for the sake of those in my own circle, and certainly not for my own sake. I would assume this role to serve you. I would discharge the judicial oath, which requires me to administer justice without respect to persons, do equal right to the poor and rich, and faithfully and impartially discharge my duties under the United States Constitution.
Thank you. Congratulations, Amy.
Okay, maybe that's a bit much, but you know how important